Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Sanch here. Welcome back to yet another episode here on the Bodybuilding News Network. I wanted to give you guys my hot take on some topics and some stuff that's going on in the world of bodybuilding. So definitely stay tuned if you're interested in that sort of thing. But let's go ahead and start off with a story on Big Ramy. Now, Big Ramy, obviously two-time Mr. Olympia, coming in for the three-peat this year, has been sharing some very impressive, in my opinion, very impressive physique updates, very far out from the Olympia, 3-4 months out from the Olympia in Las Vegas, as it does return to Las Vegas this year. And like I said, very impressive physique updates. Big Ramy is not a person who has historically shared a lot of physique updates and a lot of hype coming into his contests. He is not very social when it comes to these types of things. Now, I'm not sure if there's been a push from his promoters or his sponsors to be more social. I'm sure there was, but nevertheless, he has been sharing some more physique updates, and they do look very, very good for how far we are out from the Olympia. Like I said, 3-4 months out from the Olympia, and he already looks very in shape, great conditioning. The midsection, I think, is something to focus on here. Very nice and structured abdominal cavity. Is that what you call it? Abdominal section. The midsection looks really, really well defined and built right now. And that seems to be a very popular thing right now. You think of someone like Hadi Choopan when he's not holding a vacuum, has very nice abs. Nick Walker has great abs. Hunter Labrada, not so much, but he does have a good set of abs nonetheless, but not as big and thick and protruding, if you can think about it in a good way. Not trying to throw any shade at Mr. Labrada, but Mr. Big Ramy here is looking phenomenal, and I think, you know, who knows how he's going to do at the Olympia. I definitely think he could win this one. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the physique. The legs are still, you know, not something I really like on him. They look very unnatural. They look like he's done a lot of injections to make them look the way they do. And I don't think that that should be rewarded on the Olympia stage. When we look at the best of the best and what you're able to build, it shouldn't be based on what you're able to inject. And that's just my hot take. But of course, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment sections below about Big Ramy, his midsection, and his legs coming into the Olympia, as he has not shown his legs much in these physique updates. I also wanted to show some love to the recent NABA Championship, Open Championship winner and the Mr. Bodybuilding Pro, Mr. Kang Min Kim out of the NABA Korea division. Phenomenal showing from him and the NABA production, something that I think that the NABA organization has always done a phenomenal job on, at least as of late, and especially in the Korean shows, is the level of production for the showing and the photography and the cinematography. Is that what you call it? The videography, all that stuff. I think they've been doing a really, really good job making an amazing product for the athletes and for the fans. You know, that's something that we like to see as well, is a really good, well-developed product, great production, great lighting, something that you are going to be happy with when you buy it. You don't want to have the customer remorse when you look at a product afterwards and the photos and the videos just aren't that great, you know. And that's something that the IFBB and maybe even the NPC has been plagued with lately, is not producing very good photos, videos, and live streams. So definitely going to be a conversation that's going to continue to happen until, you know, an athlete rep steps up and really pushes for change on standardization of lighting and production of live streams. But as always, let me know your guys' thoughts on that one. The live stream production, lighting at shows, and of course the good conversation of the athlete rep or reps. I think there should be one for each division. But let me know down below your thoughts on that. Moving into our next story, Ramon Dino, aka Ramon Roca Querios. I can never get that one right. placing fifth at the Olympia and second place at this year's Arnold Classic in Ohio, has been sharing some physique updates coming into his second Olympia, I do believe. It was his Olympia debut last year. And he's been sharing some amazing physique updates, looking very good, just like Ramy. Very big, very full. I think they said around 250 pounds in this offseason. And I'm not sure how much weight he's going to have to cut, probably 30, 40 pounds to get on stage, but it doesn't look it. He looks very ready to get on stage. He looks very sharp for how far he is out from the Mr. Olympia. And that's going to be a conversation, I think, after this Olympia, depending on how it turns out for these two, Ramon Dino, apologies, and Big Ramy they're so ready. They look really ready for the stage, but we are so far out for the Olympia. It makes me wonder, are they going to be able to peak properly? Or if they're going to peak too early and then come in flat, or, watery. There's all kinds of different situations and conditions that they could show up in. And it makes me wonder, it makes me worry. But if you guys have any insight on that, please let me know down below. Big Vito, another big story here, I think is kind of interesting. Mr. Big Vito has recently announced, big guy on Instagram, if you guys don't know, very popular. He has been announcing that he will be doing a NPC show, I believe in Brazil. It's probably one of the muscle contest shows out there in Brazil he's training in. He recently posted some physique updates next to Lucas Colio, I think is how you say his name, a 212 Olympian. And guys, I don't know if Vito's going to be a 212 guy. I think he's a little too big, but he's looking very comparable, very competitive next to this 212 Olympian. And this guy hasn't even stepped on stage on an NPC show yet. So I think that it adds some validity to his possibility, his potential in the IFBB and NPC. So, let me know down below what you guys' thoughts are, what show he's doing, and how excited you are to see him step on stage against some of our favorite competitors, especially if he can get an Olympia qualification. Where do you think he's going to land? Is he going to be an open guy, 212? Where do you think he's going to land potentially if he were to qualify for the Olympia this year? I know a lot of people are saying top 10 for, almost everyone, but not everyone can be top 10. So there's going to be some heartbreak. There's going to be some feelings hurt at this Olympia. And I definitely am looking out for a couple of my favorite athletes to land in the top 10. But, let me know your guys' top 10 as well. I'd love to hear in the comment sections below. Someone I haven't talked about since he won the show, and I do apologize. We will have him on the show soon, so do not worry. Karith Bajjo, 212 champion at the Texas Pro this year, and returning to the Olympia after winning. He won the Tampa Pro, I think, last year. So back-to-back wins in the 212 for him. He'll be coming into the Olympia. In my opinion, has to be a top 10 guy. He placed 8th, I believe, at last year's Olympia in the 212. And, I can only see him improving as he just continues to build on that physique and keeps putting on quality muscle onto his frame. A guy really known for the conditioning and the taper. I thought that he looked very, very comparable. He definitely pushed Keon Pearson at the Tampa, but he didn't get the look. He didn't get that the nod from the judges, and he ended up in second. A very close second, in my opinion. But Karith Bajjo sharing some physique updates here on Instagram. Looking phenomenal. Love the black and white. And I hope he does very well at this upcoming show. Now, last but certainly not least, I wanted to share just a fun little video here. Our good friend JPG Coaching, who has a really cool page over on TikTok. If you guys haven't used it, I don't use it anymore, but he does post a lot of informative and fun training. He's kind of known as like the D-handle dad, because like that's just something that he really focuses on in his training. He recently did an NPC show. I believe it was his NPC debut at the 2022 NPC Jay Cutler Classic just this month, I believe. It was earlier this month. And I thought he looked really good. I don't think he won the show, but, it's fun to see online personalities actually getting on stage and showing off their physiques and being more than just informative. I think he's really built a name and a brand for himself of being very knowledgeable in bodybuilding and training, but it is fun to see him get on stage and show off what he's got going on. So I think that's fun. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed my little fun hot takes on some topics in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. No, that's Dave's outro. But definitely check out the rest of the channel. Lots of podcasts if you guys are interested in that sort of stuff. And of course, support my sponsor, Galaxy Labs. Use discount code SANCH at checkout. I'll save you some money. But definitely subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And if you want to see more hot takes on daily topics here on BNN, definitely like the video. It helps me know exactly what you want to see next. But like I said, my name's Sanj. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.